Good afternoon. I was asked to speak as in my position as a retired United Church minister, but there's so many wonderful speakers that I made the choice to speak the words of another person who's very passionate about Palestine. His name's Murray Luft, and I'd like to read what he wrote. He's with the Anglican Church, and this is his words. I don't look like him, but these are his words. In 1965, I worked in Palestinian refugee camps in Gaza and the West Bank under the auspices of the United Nations Work and Relief Agency for Palestinian Refugees. I have not been the same since. This is 60 years ago, folks. Nor have I been back to the Middle East. I fully expected a durable solution to what then was called the Palestine problem. But I continue to grieve with each reminder of the countless number of injustices over the past 50 plus years. I remain numbed by the complexity and the pain of the latest situation playing out in Gaza, Israel. I am just too overwhelmed by the whole sad situation to even think clearly, let alone speak dispassionately. Thus, he has asked me to read this. Why? The world has forgotten the just demands of the Palestinian people for a homeland and a substantive solution to that Nakba. Israel, primarily with U.S. support, has systematically and consistently blocked any and all attempts at a just, durable solution with respect to the Palestinian nationhood. I cannot believe the stark injustice persists. Indeed, the reality of apartheid is barely mentioned among the world's priority lists of wrongs that need righting. I have so little faith in international diplomacy, which carries few real options for a just and lasting peace as soon as it is practicable, as countless UN resolutions have proposed over the years. While I try to maintain a certain impartiality and hope against hope in the face of the sad drama still unfolding in the Middle East, it gives me little consolation. The yearnings for justice on the part of Palestinians in the Holy Land and the diaspora cry out to the heavens. Canada must do better in the face of this tragedy. The UN can also do better, as can the US, as can we all. So here's a poem that he wanted to include, and it was written for a previous Gaza tragedy, but it really sums up his feelings. Some of you may be familiar with it. 5 sisters. We walk and we breathe, but we are not animals, yet you treat us as though we are. I never fired a rocket, sir, but you may have pushed me too far. And every day I watch them growing, and in the night I watch them breathe. But it only takes a second, sir, and 5 sisters are gone. 5 sisters gone. The propaganda of all the leaders who make their speeches, heads held high. I want them standing by this graveside where 5 sisters lie. Take away a man's water, and you bloat upon his land. You build a mighty wall around him. What's so hard to understand? You make his children walk in squalor, with only night stars for a view. And then the rage inside that helplessness someday comes back at you. But this is not a place for vengeance. This is not the place for a battle cry. This is not a rally. This will be a funeral of 5 sisters' lives. And every day I watch them growing, and in the night I watch them breathe. but it only takes a second, sir, and 5 sisters are gone. 5 sisters gone. One day I'll buy myself a rocket, and I will aim it towards the sky, and I will celebrate in the light of 1,000 colors some peace and justice in our time. Some peace and justice in our time. For 5 sisters gone. It'll be too late for my 5 daughters. And with gratitude for these words of Marie Laft. I want to add that children are a big part of my ministry, and this poem. Thank you.